Bible in a Year in the One Year Bible, and today is October 8th, and we'll look at Jeremiah and Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1 through chapter 11, verse 23, which is chapters 10 and 11. So, chapter 10 begins with a reminder not to learn the way of the nations. By that, the Lord is referring to making and worshiping idols. Colorfully, the Lord says that these idols are like scarecrows in a cucumber field. They can't talk, they can't walk, they can't move. You have to carry them, so don't even be so much as afraid of them. Jeremiah responds with a song of praise, saying, "There is none like you, O Lord." You see, this is what is due the Lord. He is the Lord of hosts. That is his name. This attitude of praise toward God ought to be also carried through even when Jerusalem is under siege, Jeremiah learns, and its inhabitants are expelled, even when the cities of Judah will become a lair of jackals. Yet Jeremiah still pleads with the Lord, asking for correction because it is needed, but the correction of justice rather than anger, for God's anger would bring them to nothing. Jeremiah asks that God's wrath instead be poured out on the nations, upon those who don't know the Lord by faith, those who trust in idols. The sad reality, however, is that God's covenant has been smashed to pieces by the people of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem. What's said here refers even to their parents and ancestors. The reality is that they've gone back to doing what their parents and ancestors did. They've gone back to breaking the covenant. They have as many false gods as there are cities, and as many altars to them as there are streets. So Jeremiah is commanded not even to plead or pray for the people. What follows is rather abrupt, a very famous poetic section leading to really the next development in the book of Jeremiah. It's very moving. "The Lord made it known to me, and I knew. Then you showed me their deeds. But I was like a gentle lamb led to the slaughter. I did not know it was against me they devised schemes, saying, 'Let us destroy the tree with its fruit. Let us cut him off from the land of the living, that his name be remembered no more.' But, O Lord of hosts, who judges righteously, who test the heart and the mind, let me see your vengeance upon them, for to you I have committed my cause." What is that all about? Well, there was a plot against Jeremiah, against his life, instigated by his own family at Anathoth. This plot, once discovered by Jeremiah, caused him to reflect on everything. And this is also, this section, as it continues into tomorrow's reading, is the first of Jeremiah's what are called confessions, where he gives expression to various complaints against God. Jeremiah notes that there wasn't even a hint of what his family was up to, and we don't know how he actually found out, but we do have words here that ultimately point us to the betrayal of God's own Son, and how Jesus also was like an innocent lamb led to the slaughter, even more so. It's hard for us to fully comprehend, though, the devastation of Jeremiah in the society in which he lived. To have that society and even his own family in his own hometown reject him. They want to murder him before he could even have any children to carry on his memory. His family and village had provided his basic social and psychological security. Now they're gone. He has no support. Little wonder that he fled from God in dismay and despair. At least he does not give up faith. He does not lose his confidence and trust in the Lord. It was all Jeremiah truly needed to know, that the Lord remained his only true support. For the Lord can judge aright. He can test the motives and thoughts of all people. In short, Jeremiah's problem was far bigger than Jeremiah could handle, so Jeremiah did the best any of us can do. No matter what the situation may be, he placed it firmly in the Lord's hands. He would step aside and let the Lord do what was right. may we also realize in faith that we too can turn to the Lord for our help in every need. May God be with you and bless you, and I'll talk with you again